miles apart from you. Don't know what you've gone through. He says your words are powerful. When you do the impossible, they feel bad, they feel low. Tangu ningize mguu ndani ya hii industry ya wengi wana uchungu, walingiza baridi miujifanyaga danda. Usidhani sishiki, lazima nitaprove. Chaguo langu mziki, mziki. The truth is that they really don't care everything about them. Faking when you're there, they be woozing cheap clothing. People be pretending. The truth is that they really don't care everything about them. Faking when you're there, they be woozing cheap clothing. People be pretending. People be pretending. People be pretending. Set the operation nice and fitty. Roll one up, yeah. Things it can get tricky. Napenda komedi na mziki. Kama ni mapenzi then baby, ulinifanyia nini? Cause I really wanna get time, really wanna get time. You gotta know, yeah, like any time flies. Ntaku treat like I'm supposed to. If you just let me show ya. Ntakupa rest on my chest and my shoulder. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight. Loving him since then. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight. Loving him since then.
Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only portable. Oh, my amiable. Look at the stars shining so bright to get your attention. Are we so in love, so magical? I'll never love again. Believe it's planning a future now. And when we make love, you taking all the pain away. Oh, Tina Timranade, universal love me ani chango atonde nate. Pokna yudo machalo kodi alemoni ani bende. Abide Lwanda ni Lwanda migeno. Okana go pain, okana podi. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only portable. Oh, my amiable. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. So scared to fall in love again, but your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything.
nisiseme when you're my everything. Back with another. Let's get it.
Fresh is on the beat.
It's pretty. You're not the one for me, baby. You're making one big mistake. I know you're in denial. Haki akilini, you know haiwezi. Bado tuna try sex ati. Hey. Hatubongi sana bado tuko soundcheck. Hatuelewani yet juu ya mindset. Hey, baby, una catch na ni ukweli. Una hesitate nini? 1+1 si wewe na mimi. I'm sorry kwa heri, I'm not your sins. What you did. Alini block, alini ghost, alini cut me ani, alini shock. How did this day? Ati now I want talk. Alini block, sign a scan and stop. Anasema brandy, we'll rewind. Oh yeah. Alini block, alini ghost, alini cut me ani, alini shock. How did this day? Ati now I want talk. Alini block, sign a scan and stop. Anasema brandy, we'll rewind. You know, go stay. Promise myself to trust in nobody. Sagote, give me common sense. So you knew that I was just a call away, but now you see me thrive. You won't be stay. Promise myself to never cross your leg. From that day, give me common sense. So I'm sorry, cry. Oh, I'm sorry, cry. What you did. Alini block, alini ghost, alini cut me, alini shock. How did this day? Ati now I want talk. Alini block, sign a scan and stop. Anasema brandy, we'll rewind. Oh yeah. Alini block, alini ghost, alini cut me, alini shock. How did this day? Ati now I want talk. Alini block, sign a scan and stop. Anasema brandy, we'll rewind. Sharpening, can't believe Nina feels so much and Nina exists every second week. Baby, oh my baby, I love you, I got you, I do keti, kahaba kaketi, I do na do nini, always asking me ni kwa nini. It's the way that your hands touch me when you're my child. pick it mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Loving, 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 mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. I can be a little bit picky. Kuna mara nyingi I'm a bit busy. Kuku text inakuwa ni tricky, but loving you is easy. You get me so easily. Picking you is like seasoning. Loving you cause you're into me, and picking you is like picking me. Baby, oh my baby, I love you, I got you. Always asking me ni kwa nini. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Love it, love it, love it mau. Pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it mau. Better utilize it. By the way, I've been really vibing. Do me spend time for long, trying to visualize it. I can leave me just fantasizing. Every little thing, every single time your eyes and I meet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because tangu kitambo tumekuwa marafiki. Tell me you wanna live the friends only. Unaogopa nini? Cause I got you. If you fall, I promise to get you, get you, get you. If you fall, I promise to get you. Yeah, I promise to get you. I promise to get you. Yeah, I promise. I promise this. I promise. Mina da tupendane, misida tukusane, tupatane usiku wa manane. Unaweza come to banane, yeah, be my baby, bestie, let's go crazy. We are amazing. Let's start with the basics, yeah. It's gonna be a little bit tricky because tangu kitambo tumekuwa marafiki. Tell me you wanna live the friends only. Unaogopa nini? Cause I got you. If you fall, I promise to get you, get you, get you. If you fall, I promise to get you. Yeah, I promise to get you. I promise to get you. Yeah, I promise. I promise this. I promise to. Kimani, najua imekuwa siku nyingi tangu nikucall baby. Kwani my four-leaf lover, I need your love and I need it now. Are you gonna come around? No, we can't be through. I can't get over you. You got a girlfriend. but you wanna back up on me. You got a girlfriend now. No, I'm not blind, I can see. I don't wanna hurt nobody's daughter, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can't let go. Baby, if you love me, would you turn around? Would you come around? Would you stay? Baby, if you love me, would you come around? Would you turn around? Would you save me? Save me. Save me. Kimani, Kimani, would you save me? Would you save me? Test, yeah, I gotta test this, cause I'm in a mess. Yeah, I'm in a mess, yes, no, I can't say yes. No, I can't say yes to this. I can't flex like this. Was not made for this. No, 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 I can be no second-hand lover. When we're both under the sheets is when you uncover. How come she's the love of your life and I'm the love of the night? Now tell me something isn't right. I need your love. Are you gonna come around? No, it can't be through. I can't get over you. You got a girlfriend now, but you wanna back up on me. You got a girlfriend now. No, I'm not blind, I can see. I don't wanna hurt nobody's daughter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can't let go. Baby, if you love me, would you come around? Would you turn around? Would you stay? Tell me if you love me, would you come around? Would you come around? Would you save me? Save me. Save me. Ooh. So I got a missed call in the morning, 2 a.m. Why you calling? Only telling me that you're lonely. You got a girlfriend now, but you wanna back up on me. You got a girlfriend now. No, I'm not blind, I can see. Don't wanna hurt nobody's daughter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can't let go.
Unanibamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mere mere meta.
The sun shines through the trees. It's 11:33. I wish you could see how cute you look to me. The sun shines through the trees. 11:33. I wish you could see how cute you look to me. I like the smile on your face at this time of the day. I'm hoping you'll stay that way. absolutely real. When you walk to me, I hope you see how you make me feel. The smile on your face at this time of the day, I'm hoping you'll stay that way. I like the smile on your face at this time of the day, I'm hoping you'll stay that way. Unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera. Una mera mera meta, unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera. Una mera mera meta. Show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu true. Cheza kama wewe. Show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu true.
gentlemen, if you are listening to that, that is Analo Kanga. And the music is called Mood Shifting. It's available on all streaming platforms. So if you want to check that out and her other music as well, please, please, please definitely check it out. It's available everywhere. The name is Analo Kanga. That is ANALOKANGA. And she's in studio today with us. We have a special guest. We've been waiting a long time for this one, guys. Like we've been waiting. It's like her schedule's busy. We're like, when can you come? But we finally made it possible. So we're happy to have her in studio. It's not her first time. She was actually here. How I discovered her actually was from Nairobi Sonic. So she was actually here for the Nairobi Sonic show. And then I actually got to read a research paper she wrote for her undergrad about compensation for performing artists for University of Nairobi for 2022. So she's doing a lot of big things now. So we want to talk to her about these big things she's doing. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here with
Analo.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So we scheduled this like weeks ago.
Yes.
Like we've been like we had to schedule it and then make sure it was good. So how comes you're so busy to find? How comes it's so hard to find you?
Well, I do a number of things.
Mhm.
So scheduling is my best bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today's a Monday, right?
Yes.
How's your Monday going so far?
My Monday has been great.
Uh-huh.
Running on schedule as much as I've tried to.
So the schedule thing works for you? Like it's like a
Yes.
thing, like you do it and it works?
Yes, as long as I'm the one who's making my schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about managers, GPA,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we just listened to your music from 2019. So we know you make music, but I guess you do a lot of different things. I guess how would you describe yourself?
Well, I'm a musician primarily. That's
Mhm.
like the foundation of everything that I do. Definitely a saxophonist, and I'm an entertainment lawyer as well.
Okay.
That's like the grand scheme of things.
What is it like being an entertainment lawyer?
Well, it's tricky. In copyright and intellectual property, copyright in music is like the most complicated aspect of intellectual property,
Mhm.
and then fusing that with entertainment business. So how does this work with contracts? How does this work with labor laws? How does this work with agencies and marketing? I'd say it's very stimulating, but complex nonetheless.
Can I ask you a very silly question?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
a very basic silly question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between copyright and publishing? So let's say I have the copyright for something, but then I didn't think about the publishing. Is there a difference? Am I covered? Like if it's copyrighted, does that mean I'm Gucci? Like what's the difference? Like just very basic, like what's the difference between copyright and publishing?
So publishing is a subtopic or a subgenre of copyright.
Mm-hmm.
So publishing exists within copyright
Okay.
and primarily in the music and recording industry.
So you'd have to have a copyright before you can have a publishing rights.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you must own the copyright, whether you're the author or the owner, because those can be different things.
Mm-hmm.
For you now to go to a music publisher who is basically somebody who does the heavy work of collecting royalties on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like the way the industry is set up, it's very hard for you to successfully collect all your royalties. So you need a publisher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for most people, the idea of being an artist is like, oh my God, I want to sing, I want to tour the world, blah, blah, blah. Like nobody thinks about, I need a manager, I need to handle this like a business, I need to do so many different things. I guess for you, what was your earliest recollection or thought of yourself as a musician? Because you describe yourself as a musician now, but then when was that first time you thought of yourself as a musician, and what was that like?
Well, I think the first time that I knew like I had an ear for music was probably when I was like in primary school and Sunday school, to be very particular about
Okay.
it. Yeah.
What was
remember-
happening in Sunday school?
Well, we used to be taught songs every Sunday and they were like super easy for me. And then we
Okay.
were always repeating the songs every week and I'm like, why can't I like catch up? Like, why are you not?
Some of us,
But it's so
Sanjo Lama is
easy.
hard for us to understand. Sanjo Lama, Lama, Lama. What are you saying?
Yeah. So I think that's my earliest recollection, but definitely like developing the muscle was in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why high school, and where did you go to high school?
So high school, because now in high school I did music as a subject.
Mm-hmm.
So now I started doing like theory and understanding sheet music and all of that.
Okay.
And now also choir, Kenya music festivals.
Yeah.
Now that's where like I was like, okay, now
Usiruke swali hapo. Ulienda shule gani high school? We know you are a lawyer, but what high school did you go to?
I went to Precious Blood Riruta.
Okay.
Yes.
And in high school you get into more music, so you've done a bit of like the Sunday school church stuff, but then now in high school you get into it.
Yes. Now in high school I did it as a subject, so
Mm-hmm.
like it's serious business. Then like the way music is taught in, at least for 844 high
Mm-hmm.
school, it's classical music, which is, in my opinion, extremely helpful.
Not extremely boring.
Understanding, you just, because at the end of the day it's art, so you just need to understand the rules so that you know how to break them.
Okay.
And classical music is the easiest and fastest way to understand the rules of how music works.
So I'm curious, when you decide now to do it as a subject, that's beyond interest, because now it's like, okay, you have a few choices. Why choose music?
So okay, so maybe just a backstory to that very quickly. Before I was in Precious Blood, I was in another school, which I will not mention.
Okay.
But that particular school, they didn't have any co-curriculars. They didn't have any, like, they weren't going for music fest, drama fest, everything.
Okay.
So they removed anything that is fun. So essentially, I
There was
was
no
just like-
balance.
yeah, there was absolutely no balance. Like there was not even sports.
Okay.
It was crazy in the name of passing exams and everything.
Okay.
So I was like, I need to go to a school where at least my personal idea was that I can play a sport.
Mm.
So when I just went to a school that was normal and had other subjects. So when I went there now, I was just like, the
I want to
options
do
I had
music.
were computer, a language, and home science, music. I was like, music,
Okay.
that's fun. Yeah.
And now you're saying understanding of the classical, because that's what we're always taught. First you learn like the notes, and then you learn like the old Beethovens and whatever, the classicals.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess when you're learning this, you start to enjoy it, or how does it become easy for you?
So the environment for one.
Mhm.
So like Precious Blood is a very musical school.
Mhm.
So even people who don't do music as a subject, music is really integrated into the culture. We sing a lot, all of that. So
Okay.
the environment was conducive, and then it's actually interesting in in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had fun. It was pretty easy.
So as you're going to these festivals, what are you telling your parents? Do they know you're doing music, and do they know you could sing, or are they surprised?
They know I'm doing music.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I wouldn't say they were like, oh my God, she's like a superstar.
Okay.
They're just like, okay, she does music and it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but then now you know you're in high school. So after high school, you have to go to uni. So you clearly study law, which we can see. But like, how does the decision to study law come about?
I mean, it's not that like unique of a concept. I guess it's also just coming from an African home, and you have to do like a very serious degree. And at the time, if I went back, I might have not done law, which then again, I wouldn't say I regret doing it, because like it's formed a big part of who I am today. But yeah, just like coming from a home where if you get a good grade, then you need to do medicine or architecture or law or engineering.
So even
That's
despite you
how-
going for all these festivals and stuff, you were still A1 in your grades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't think I had an option.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you leave high school now and you're in uni, you know how like in high school you had balance, so you could go for these things on the weekend, or you could have fun with music. Are you able to find the same balance in uni, or is uni more stressful? Is it easier to balance, or what's your take on that one?
I didn't balance as much in uni. So like I would say like I was these people for class when I'm out of school. Like
Okay.
I barely made any friends in uni.
Okay.
Which I mean sometimes I feel like maybe I could have relaxed a bit, but yeah. So I was literally class, then music, class, music, class.
Okay.
Music. Balance, Balance is a facade.
What do you mean it's a facade?
I think it just goes with the season. Because like if it's the first, like for example, a semester is 15 weeks. So like the first like 7-8 weeks, it's not that crucial that, you know, I'm very much on top of my game and school stuff. So obviously I'll spend more time on my music. Then the last like 4-5 weeks, like now my music will suffer a bit. Then I go to class more often and assignments and all that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say balance, I'd just say like seasonal. Then yeah. But also the uni I went to really affected like my music in a good way.
Explain.
Because your N is very like your N, first of all, it's slow. So like a 4-year degree, you're going to do it like 5 years.
Shout out Mandamano. You guys have your own Mandamano.
Yeah, very serious
Yeah.
ones, by the way. And like if you don't toe the line, you
Yes.
can get in trouble. So I'd say like we had also very many long holidays in
Mm-hmm.
between. So if I went to maybe a school that was more stricter with time, like maybe KU or
Yeah.
Strathmore,
Yeah.
like it would have been a bit harder.
To balance. So with now, we say you're doing school and music. What does music look like at this point? Because, you know, we've talked about like the church music. We've talked about, but like when you say you're doing music, are you in a band? What are you doing when you say you're doing music when you're in uni?
Yeah. So well, live music is my forte in like all the aspects of music. So at this time now, I'm starting to play for bands.
So you're gigging.
Yes, I'm gigging as a band member, then also doing like some saxophone gigs. Just still trying to find my sound. And at this point, I thought, or I felt then, that what I wanted to do is to be just a gigging musician. Like
Okay.
I hadn't decided like I want to be an artist.
Okay.
per se, yeah.
And the entertainment law thing is in your mind, or you're doing law to do law? Like, were you doing law to do law, or are you also now trying to find out how to merge it with your other world?
I'm doing law to finish a degree, but I'm not a Form 4 leaver.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with now gigging, what are you seeing out there that you like that's new to you? Like, I'm sure it's a whole new world, you know?
Well, the goodness about gigging, which is a bit different from the recording industry, is that gigging really favors people who have mastered their craft.
Okay.
So like if you're really good at your instrument,
Yes.
really good at your voice, you're likely to get more gigs. The inverse is true. The recording industry, a completely different thing.
Explain.
So I feel the recording industry is not really about the music itself.
It's about what?
It's business.
Okay.
Yeah, it's business.
Okay.
So the best way I can explain it, without sounding like too harsh, there's these shops that you'll find in a mall, and then you're like, they're posing to sell clothes, but like they don't have any clients, and then the dresses are 20K.
It's called wash.
Yeah. So I'm not, so I wouldn't say it's wash, but I'd say the thing that is being placed in the store is music,
Okay.
but there's so many other things being sold.
Okay.
Not wash, but like I'd say like yeah, it's not as merit based.
So, for
That's
example,
my
and
point.
I guess this is an interesting thing because you'll see like some people might not be as popular in the mainstream, but they gig a lot and they're able to get
exactly.
income, be able to
Yeah.
pay rent, bills,
Yeah.
more than the person who's probably mainstream and has the
Yeah.
YouTube streams and people who know you, but then you don't have. You get like those 100K gigs once a month, you know. So like a gig guy is guaranteed in a week he'll get his 15K, 20K
On
if
a
it's
low
bad,
week,
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like the gig economy is more favorable. And that's what you wrote about in terms of like compensation for like, especially like with COVID. Because even in the gig economy, in COVID, DJs were DJing on Facebook and getting cash sent to them. The government tried to fake it and tried to replicate it. It didn't work. But like gig, there's more people who probably even are affected by the gig economy versus even like the record industry. Because it's not
That's very true.
really, you know, there's no artigas. You know how even radio won't pay you for playing your song kind of thing. You know, that like royalties is a far beyond. I feel like even now it's leading me to a question, but like according to you, there's so many things we have to fix. What do you think is like most important between like royalty, copyright, piracy? There's so many. I guess what do you think is the biggest issues we have?
I mean, yeah, my stance will forever be that first of all we need to classify musicians and performing artists as like what part of the economy do they occupy. So are they employees, are they independent contractors, and if we decide on which category they fall in, now how will we pay them?
Okay.
After that, now I think with that clarification, now we can start.
But if
forming
they are
even-
permanent employees, they're permanent employees of who?
yeah, exactly. And that's like those are the questions.
Yeah.
Like, are they, if they gig at the same place for 3 months, now do they move from probation to permanent employees? And like, what are the terms? Because also, if you're a permanent employee, it means that you'll have
Benefits.
employee benefits.
Yeah.
And if you're an independent contractor, that's not the same. And there are venues which are paying licenses every year religiously to bring in musicians. So yeah, I'd say that's like the first thing you can do.
Yeah.
Unionizing, I think it's great in theory because to successfully unionize without the help of the government needs a lot of fiscal backing. And so I don't know if musicians are in a place to powerfully unionize, because it can easily just become like a cute group of 10K musicians who come on the news once in a while saying haki yetu. I don't know if I'm making sense.
You're making sense, but then it's like we have stuff like Camp and Prisk
And MCSK.
and MCSK and Kekobo and God knows what. But then are we creating new solutions because these guys can't work? Or why are we creating new? Because I wonder why can't the systems that are in place be utilized? Because it's like these things are already been set up for, like even you wrote about like the Permanent Music Commission, the presidential, like there's the PPMC and then there's the,
Yeah.
but it's like these guys are supposed to be doing a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Can we hold them accountable? Are we allowed to?
That's a really good question.
Because you have a budget, you have staff, you have trips and benchmarking.
You literally
I'm hearing about studios in every county. I'm like, bruh, you guys, artists don't need studios. Like, stop. Like, even if you had a studio in every hood, every district, every whatever,
that's
and
really
then,
not the issue.
and then, like, now we're stuck with like bad mixing.
Yeah, and then also, like, what is a studio?
Yeah.
What is a studio? Is it a mic?
No, it's a Focusrite and a mic stand. So it's like,
Say less.
that's not,
Yeah.
you're not helping anybody
Yeah.
by creating studios.
It's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, there's no reason to have MCSK, Prisk, and Camp in all other countries because they're just CMOs or PROs. So their work is to collect royalties, allegedly. That could all be one person,
One agency.
Yeah, exactly, one agency. So they could collapse into each other. That being said, a union has to exist independent of that because these ones are more like commissions.
Okay.
So yes, they are independent of the government, but the government facilitates them. And that's what you're saying they're in the budget and the treasury. So a union needs to exist independent of that, but it's hard because so if you think about it, like doctors and how like they strike,
Medical workers,
medical workers, teachers, or everything, like the compensation part is essential for them to unionize. So if they have a consistent way of being paid, or they know they're going to be paid this much for everything, then that provides them security to start now unionizing and fighting for their rights. And that's why I feel like the whole remuneration conversation is very important.
It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to have your stake at the table, but then
exactly.
you need to.
Are we important enough to the government?
But you see now, it's like you see,
as
if for
Kenyan.
example, you know how, and it's not even as much anymore when you would say like there's labels, and then the label is you're signed to a label, so now the label should be giving you, but the labels here are not even labels. Like I don't know, I can't even say we have a label.
Yeah.
But I guess I have two very, very serious questions for you.
Okay.
When did you pick up the saxophone? Like, when does it happen? Or you're like, okay, saxophone, Mimi, it's a thing. And then you're doing school and you're doing music. When do you decide? Yeah.
So for saxophone, I started in high school in Form 3. The reason why I started playing saxophone is because I needed an instrument for KCSE.
Because you chose a subject.
Yeah,
Look at you. You fucked yourself.
yeah. Yeah. So that was like, and I was just like, okay, I mean, there's piano, there's this and this, and the saxophone looked pretty cool. So that's what I started with. The benefit of that, which I'm so thankful to God to up to today, is that because I was doing it now the next year, November for KCSE, I had no choice but to get really good at it in a short period of time. So
Okay.
it's really up on my practice.
So you learned now, when you get the instrument, do you have an instructor who can teach you to learn the instrument? Are you YouTube learning? How are you learning?
So because I had started music in Form 1, I had an understanding of music theory. So like scales and everything. Like
Tunajuanga
I
tu hizo
knew-
matatu, hizo za kutatu, hizo maclef, hata tujuangi nini, tunafanyanga kama tatu tu.
but zinaweza tu bado kama tattoo. So yeah, we had instructors, but being a music student, it was easy to learn because I had a background in theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now, did you like this is an instrument you wanted or the one that was available?
It was a few of the ones I was exposed to.
Okay.
Yeah. And then now I chose among it. And
Did you know anybody who could play the saxophone when you were choosing it? I mean, you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. So we used to like do a lot of music with Nairobi School, Sterehe, Lenana, and
So hata mademo wanaendanga mafunky?
sana.
Okay.
That was half of the reason of doing music.
Yeah.
So that you can leave school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were exposed to instruments at that time.
Okay.
So even in high school, we did music with like guys from Hornsphere.
Nice.
Tulianza kucheza hiyo
Okay,
time.
okay.
And it's so funny because that time we thought we were really good. Tulikuwa chini. But the vibes were up.
The vibes is all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
So now when do you decide, okay, I want to do music seriously, for real?
That's interesting because I think I'm still deciding.
I decide.
I think because I just like entered music like in the scene just because I liked music, like, you know, like for a very long time I wasn't thinking about where I'm going and what is the next 5 years trajectory. I was just like, I really love it and I love jazz and I love learning my instrument. So I think over time now, and like also growing up and now looking at my options, because thankfully I have a choice. Like I could be a full-time lawyer and a full-time musician. So I think for now I'm just finding the balance, but I'm 100% sure that I'll be doing music for all my life.
So have you done KSL or not yet?
So yeah,
Is it a thing?
I haven't done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but do you plan on doing it, or that's like in the works, or I don't know yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
With going to the studio, at what point do you go to the studio for the first time? Because we have music from you, but it's scattered, so it's not like all new. There's a bit of old, a bit of new. I guess when you first go to studio, and what drives you to do that?
So I guess also like as a musician and as you grow and you learn like a lot of repertoire and everything, there's a barrier of understanding yourself better as a musician that makes you like you have to compose to grow like another aspect of your musicianship. So around 2019 is when I decided that I need to start composing my own work. Like I can't just be doing other people's music and everything. And like composing is really good because it shows you your weaknesses and your strengths. So I first went to studio in 2019 and I recorded with a friend.
Okay.
Really big producer now. It's called Hendrik Sam.
Okay. Yeah. And what was that like? Because now you're doing it for the first time. Is it just the two of you, or what's that like?
Yeah, so like for my first like few records, it was just the two of us. So like I write the song and arrange it, then we come and work on it together. Because we are both jazz musicians, like it's super easy and it was fun. So, and it was pretty exciting. I would say, however, like recording is harder than playing live.
Why?
Because there's an element of flawlessness or perfection
In the recorded
required
version.
from recording, yeah. You actually kind of have to get it right.
Kinda?
Yeah.
And now, when you're now starting to release this music, are you gigging at the same time, and are you trying out? How do you start performing your own music now that you like? How do you get to start performing your own music as you're gigging?
So yeah, also I think 2018, we started an event called the Music Box with some friends. So we used to do the gigs at KNT up until 2020 was our last show.
Okay.
And after COVID, life and everything happened. But yeah, so we used to like arrange our music there with live band and everything. So for 2018, 19, and 2020 up to March, because we did our last show in February of 2020, that's how we were practicing our live performance. Then after that, I took a break because school was kicking my butt. Then yeah, end of 2021 and now like the whole of 2022 is when I started getting into the scene,
Okay.
Nairobi, live performance scene.
So, I heard you on Nairobi Sonic, and then I think I saw you live at Social House, and then I also I saw some new music coming, and new music is great, but new music with, I guess, looks like, I don't know, Soul Generation. So I guess I was curious, what is going on?
What's going on?
This is Mambo Mechemuka. Like this is Soul Generation Records, you know. So I guess how has life found you here, and what is it looking like? What's the plan? Because you dropped Stay That Way,
Yeah.
which is the intro, and for a second we thought it was a project. We're like, yes, and it's like, no, it's a single.
It's a
Why?
single.
But
Project is coming out like
okay,
a few days from now.
nice. So tell us about the project and Soul Gen.
Yeah. So
And the cover is so beautiful.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, I have so I'm my music now is being distributed by Soul Generation Records. Then I also have a publishing contract with Soul Generation Publishing.
Yes.
So those are two different things, like distribution.
As I was
and
asking you,
publishing.
publishing, Nedo,
Yeah.
you're telling me I don't know copyright. That's like ikizungu mingi.
So if copyright is the mom, then the children are distribution, publishing, and so
And there's also something here with the 1 RPM, or that's
so they've gotten a license to distribute the music of Soul Generation Records. So that's everyone now who's in Soul Generation Records.
Okay, that makes sense.
exclusively. Then like they have an MOU. and
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So how do you find yourself in this mix? And is it exciting? How does it feel? Tell us about it.
How do I find myself in this mix? Well, first of all, we've been doing the contractual negotiations for about a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So patience.
Yes.
Patience.
Yes. As in, and now as a lawyer,
Uh-huh.
like, I can really say like don't rush.
Okay.
Don't rush.
It's
So,
worth it to like take your time and get
Yeah.
the stuff done right.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 months, I think that's like very
Rushed. Okay.
fast, but like fast in a good way.
Okay.
Like it's speedy, but in a good way. But shorter than that, you may be rushing into something
Okay.
that you're not sure about. So yeah, they're pretty like easy people to work with. You know.
Okay.
I finished this project in November of 2022.
Nice. So we're gonna get some Hendrix on there. Maybe not.
We will get So Fresh.
Okay.
Yes.
So Fresh is on the
So
beat.
Fresh has
Okay.
done a lot of things up in there.
Okay.
It's also amazing. I was just also like trying out.
Different sounds,
Yeah,
different
exactly,
producers.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how. So now I pitched my project to them. They'll.
So it was done. So the project was done.
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, what do I do with this project?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly,
okay. Uh-huh.
exactly. So obviously you can't do like the DistroKid way, but I mean I have experience with that. And it's-
Been there, done that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I also feel like the project is super good. So good things take time. So
True.
I pitched to them the project. They're like, yeah, we really want to
Okay.
distribute this one for you.
I'm curious, as you're pitching your project and you, how do you describe the sound of the music? And then how do you describe yourself to like an industry exec who's like,
Mm.
okay, why should we invest in you? Because it's investing in you, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because artists don't talk about like having to pitch themselves like that, but that's what it takes to get these brand deals. Whether it's a brand deal with whatever. It's like you do have to pitch yourself. So explain pitching yourself, but then also, what does this sound like? Because like from your old stuff, we can't tell. We see you with a saxophone, but we don't know if you're gonna be singing for us, playing. So I guess how do you pitch the sound?
Yeah, that's a good point because I guess also, it's a record label, so it's like commercial music, pop music.
Yeah.
Like that's the idea.
Exactly. So it's
yeah.
like, where do you fit into this?
Exactly, yeah. I guess over when I was doing the project, I was really looking at making a commercial project because I wanted to test it. Now I also wanted to like solidify my place as a recording artist.
Okay.
So that I can break into other markets and everything. So I'd say the sound of the project is pop music with heavy Afro jazz undertones.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd like to say like right now I'd brand myself as an Afro jazz pop star or pop musician.
I like that you say it like that because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like a lot of people like the blend of like Afro music, but then they like the jazz sound. They want it simple, but then the Afro music. I've heard like mixes or like where it's like, oh, what's that? It's like it's kind of a good blend. But I guess, do you know anybody in that genre that you're making right now in Kenya besides yourself?
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I'd say like first of all like the best example of Afro jazz is Hugh Masekela, Fela
Okay.
Kuti,
Yes.
Miriam Makeba,
Mm.
Daudi Kabaka. That's Afro jazz. And then I'd say like the Afro pop stars now is like Burna Boy, Davido, Sauti Sol, and so on. So I'd say Afro jazz musicians, definitely Horn Sphere. Those are because you see also then it's also a
Yes.
thing of generation. Like we are Gen Zs, so
Yes.
we obviously love pop music, and
Yeah.
if we're being authentically ourselves, we're gonna make pop tunes. So I'd say Horn Sphere, I'd say Nairobi Horns, Lisa Odwar does her music has a lot of jazz undertones.
Yes, Nairobi Horns is heavy too.
Yeah, Nairobi Horns is like now pure Afro jazz, and yeah, I'd
Okay.
say then me as well.
So what is the name of the project?
So the name of the project is Analogies.
Ooh, I love it.
From
I love it.
my name.
Yeah.
Analo.
Yeah.
So there are different analogies of my art and my artistry.
Okay.
Yeah,
How many tunes?
there are 6.
6 tunes.
Yes,
Are you calling it a EP, an album, mixtape? What is it?
it's an extended playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a playlist. It's chaotic
Okay.
in the best
Chaotic.
of ways. Yeah, in the best of ways.
Okay.
And like I'm super excited.
I feel like the one thing that would throw us off completely would be like a feature. Is there any features on Analogies?
Yeah, so Honsphere
Okay.
is on Analogies
Amazing.
and Alwyn. So Alwyn is
I know Alwyn.
That's my really good
Ace.
friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
different tracks. Those are the 2 features.
Okay. His covers are so weird sometimes. Like his album covers are so like, what is this? Yeah.
Alwyn is a genius.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess, is there a theme throughout it? Did you write it like to tell a story, or did it just come together on its own?
So a bit of both. So it was important for me to try like different aspects of pop music. So the project has like all the songs are pop tunes, but some are like there's like rumba, and then there's like a bit of like Afro R&B and stuff like that. So like that was like the general theme. Like if I'm to put myself in like pop music, what would I sound like? So I was also just experimenting, and I think it turned out well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want it to be like I wanted it to be a playlist, not like an album where you listen through and you're just like, this is who she is.
Yeah.
Because also I don't want to
Box yourself.
myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have you given us a date?
October 6th.
October
Friday,
6th.
October 6th.
Wait, like October Shafik, unajua hivyo?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's not this Friday, this the next one.
Hiyo ingine.
I guess a bit of a real question, and I don't know if it's even a real question in my head, but like maybe it's not even a situation for you. is there pressure? Because when you say soul generation, like it's like, okay, look at the Mviri, the Ben Soul, that's Grammy award winning writer,
Yeah.
but
Real.
um, is there any sense of imposter syndrome? Is there any sense of, is it going to be successful, and what does successful look like to you? I guess I'm curious. You're dropping in 2 weeks from now. The music's already done. You can't go back and change. You can't be like, yo, go add some, go add some drum beats. But like, I guess, what's the feeling like for you? And is there any pressure? Because I feel like it'd be pressure, but maybe my pressure is different from your pressure. I guess what is it like being a Nalo right now?
That's a heavy question. Is there pressure? Okay, so imposter syndrome. Yes and no. Yes, because definitely, like the people you've named, movers and shakers. Yeah. No, because there are also not many or any like female artists associated with the label.
Exactly.
So there's room for like you to like, or rather for me, I felt like there was room for me to just come and be myself in whatever, because also labels are different. So the kind of music I'll make under Souljan is maybe not the kind of music I'll make under Kaka Empire.
True.
You know, the KPI is a bit different.
Yeah.
So I think like even the music I made was really reflective of the label. Is there pressure for the music to be successful? Absolutely. That being said, a lot of the work that I've done, which because primarily my interest is the music and the sound, I'm really content with it. So I guess it's now just a matter of finding ways to convince everyone else through like, the marketing and advertising of the same. But I'm really confident in the project itself.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes.
Okay.
Because then again, also some things are not really in my control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess with you having done the project, it's coming out. What? Not expectations, because we've talked about that, but I guess what's in your control? Like I guess, and I guess because also for you, it's also important for you to know I can change this, I can't change this. What's in your control? Like what do you feel like? I guess what do you feel like you can control between now and then?
My emotions.
Okay.
I can control my emotions. I can control how I speak about my project and how I think about it. And like I really, like I was telling the manager for the label how like I'm so like I reckon how there's so many aspects or moving pieces to a project to be successful.
Yeah.
But I find so much peace in the fact that I did my best. The thing about now that Project Future, I would say, is that I did it like almost a year ago.
Exactly, November 2022 is a year ago.
Yeah,
Because
so
we're now already in October.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely I'm a bit of a different musician than I was then, because, you know, you grow all the time. But it was very reflective of what I wanted it to show. Like I actually am like a commercial artist, and like I did so much classes and learning, because I did like an online school session with some school called Los Angeles Academy for Artists and Music Production, and I'd learned so much about production and songwriting specifically for pop music and everything. And then also I listen to a lot of music, so like I think it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Because then also, you know, like there's a quote I had that there's no good or bad music, just successful and unsuccessful music.
That's true.
There is, however, advanced and unadvanced music. So I would say my music is advanced in the sense of looking at pop music, but not in the sense of looking at like Beethoven or Charlie Parker. It's very simple, depending on what part of the equation you're coming from. Now, successful and unsuccessful just depends on how much people vibe with it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you gonna do any videos for any of the songs? And I guess what's your most important analogy? Because we're calling it analogies, but I guess do you have any plans for videos? And like, is there a most important analogy?
Song. or analogy on the project.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Mm.
The most important song is the song that features Hornsphere,
Mm-hmm.
because now it's pop, Afro jazz, kabisa.
Okay.
It has like some rumba elements and stuff of that. And so I'd say that one is the most important. As for videos, not at the moment, but there are some people who are trying to sweet talk for that particular song.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kingia Box, it's all things go.
So there's an interesting thing we've kind of skipped over for like a huge part of the interview, and I kind of want to go back for a second because I'm curious what they think. Because I guess in little bits and pieces we've talked about family and talked about like, hey, here's a degree, leave me alone. I guess you're a lawyer, you graduated. You're a successful musician in your own right. What's, I guess, how does your family view you, all grown up now?
So my family is very practical and very like strict. That's the best way I can use, and they believe in systems and structure and everything. So for them, something I've really come to appreciate about my parents is that they're really good listeners. So they're the type of people who, like, I guess for music, like, they haven't seen someone do really well.
Exactly.
So it's not even personal. They just want
Prove it to us.
Yeah. And your parents, obviously, at the end of the day, they just want the best for you.
That's so true.
So I'd say they really do try, but I can definitely see the worry, you know. So for them, I also know it gives them peace that if everything was to go wrong, I still have a degree.
The education.
Yeah, but
okay.
what they don't, I feel like they don't appreciate enough is that the fact that they literally came from very impoverished homes, both of them, respectively, and they made it just because they are super hardworking, you know.
Yeah.
So they have shown me that if I work hard, I'll probably be okay, you know. And yeah, so that's how I look at it. They try,
Okay.
but they actually inspire me to do music more.
Really?
Yeah, because they are just like hardworking people, and that's how it's worked out for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you make a song or you write a song, you've been in this program, you've done different things, I guess. Who do you ask to listen? Like, whose advice do you seek out for? Like, hey, I have this new song, what do you think? Like, I'm sure you've recorded more than 6 songs.
Yeah.
So how did you filter this to become what it is that we're gonna get? Like, who's your safe space, or who do you trust, or who do you listen to when it comes to your music?
So my best friend, she's also a musician. Her name is Maria Gakenye. She's a master's student in jazz studies at UCT.
Okay.
So she's a better musician than me. Like, she's
what do you
amazing.
mean?
She's amazing. So I do ask her.
Okay.
Then definitely the engineer I'm going to work with. So I try as much as possible not to use the same engineer as the producer.
Okay.
Because, you know, if you're part of the creative process, then you can be a bit emotional about it. So I'd say the engineers that I've worked with,
Okay.
I'll send it to them and ask them, what do you think? Is it good? Because they also do like a lot of commercial music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plans for marketing the project? What's the plan?
So at the moment, I'm a lucky girl. So the label is figuring out the schedule for me. So yeah, I actually had a meeting with them today. Then like now the next days are going to be very
Busy.
hectic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
For the growth you've experienced, and like that things are aligning for you. So I guess I'd love for you to, one, manifest, but also two, speak into existence. Whether you can choose to manifest or you can choose to speak into existence, but I guess you're creating a sound that is very different from what we're used to. And it's also important for us to have difference. Like, we can't all have the same sound or the same genre. And I feel like it's amazing for us to have like Afro jazz from right here at home. And the fact that you guys are making it's relatable, and that it's not just, I guess, an underground thing or a gig thing where it's like it's even the mainstream is giving you guys the flowers that you guys deserve. Like, I can't wait to hear the project. I'm curious as to what the chaos will sound like. But I'm enjoying watching the journey and seeing where it's going for you. But I guess only you know what it's looking like for you and what it's been like. But I guess what do you want to speak into existence or manifest as we end the show?
That's a beautiful question. I think what I'd speak into existence is that for the project to be successful, that means, first of all, I hope that everyone who has a listen really feels inspired by it and that it will meet you where you're at. Because also the themes are very personal, not very like happy-go-lucky songwriting, meaningful. At least I'd like to think it's meaningful. So I'd speak a successful project. I hope it touches everyone, and I hope that through my art journey, because I also try to be very, very transparent with it, that other people can be inspired, that it can also work out for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly you live in a different world from us, so I want you to put us on some music that we don't know about, but it has to be Kenyan. I've already seen Mariah Kenye. You featured on a couple of records with her. But I guess I'm curious. Put us onto some music we've never heard before.
So have you heard Jeff Logan's album?
Yes.
Yeah. So I did actually a feature on
You were
that
featured,
album.
yeah.
Sakata Rumba. That's a really great song. Other Kenyan artists, I feel like you know everyone.
But surprise us with someone we might not know.
Do you know Samutuku?
No, tell us.
Yeah, so Samutuku is a really super good musician. He's a saxophonist, and yeah, he has a couple of records out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So will you be performing anywhere? Where can people see you performing? How can they find you on social media? Is there a pre-save link out or not yet? Just let them know where they can keep up with you, find the album, get to see you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I'm on all socials, all of them. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm an addict. So all my social medias are Nalokanga. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, everything Nalokanga. For the project will be out next week on Friday.
Okay.
That's Friday, October 6th. But in the meantime, they can listen to the intro, which is just
Stay that way.
Yeah, an introduction to the project. And as for shows and everything, I'll keep them posted.
Okay.
Yes.
Who would you like to work with? That's not on the project. They can be in Soulja if you want, but then that you haven't worked with yet. Who would you like to work with? That's not going to be on the project. Like, I mean, it can't be Whitney Houston, she's dead. But like, who do you want to work with? Kenya and beyond.
Okay, so in Kenya right now, really manifesting, or rather working into existence, a collaboration with BN. And then on like a global scene, the person I'd want to work with right now is her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really identify with her and her artistry, and as an instrumentalist, no matter how much like commercial or pop music you do, it's very hard to separate your art from your instrument.
Okay.
So I really relate to her on that level.
You know who I feel like would be dope to recreate if it's even possible?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Masego.
Yeah, I feel like Masego vibes. If we could like, I don't know, because that's instruments, right? Like that's very much what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, please stay following, stay looking out for Nalokanga. Her project is coming out October 6th. That's Analogies. We're gonna leave and love you with Stay That Way, the intro. But check out this girl. She's going places, and you're gonna want to be able to say, hey, I knew who that was. Look at her. Oh my God, we're so proud of her. Niggas be claiming you when you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like don't do that. Don't do that. Nalokanga. Remember the name. Keep up with her. Soul Generation Records. But she's a big deal on her own, so please, please, please show her some love, support her music, check her out. This is Radio 254, this is Radio 254 Express. Let's get it!
Unanibamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mera mera mera.
The sun shines through the trees. It's 11:33. I wish you could see how cute you look to me. The sun shines through the trees. 11:33. I wish you could see how cute you look to me. I like the smile on your face at this time of the day. I'm hoping you'll stay that way. I like the smile on your face at this time of the day. I'm hoping you'll stay that way. Unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mera mera meta. Unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mera mera meta. When you walk to me, I hope you see how you make me feel. Is this truly real? When you walk to me, I hope you see how you make me feel. The smile on your face at this time of the day. I'm hoping you'll stay that way. I like the smile on your face at this time of the day. I'm hoping you'll stay that way. Unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mera mera mera. Unani bamba bamba bamba, ukiimba imba imba, uko wera wera wera, una mera mera mera. Cheza kama wewe, show us how you do. Come and play like you, tunataka kitu juu. Cheza kama wewe, show us how you do. Come and play like you, tunataka kitu juu. show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu tu. Cheza kama wewe. Show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu tu. Cheza kama wewe. Show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu tu. Cheza kama wewe. Show us how you do. Come and play like you. Tunataka kitu tu.
And that is Mood Shifting by Nalo Kanga, playing on Radio 254 Express. My name is Joker 254, and I've got 2 songs I have to play for you guys because, to be honest, I don't know if these songs are going to be there tomorrow. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to hear this and let me know what you think. The first one is different. It's called Under the Influence. It's Femi One featuring Yashinsky, brand new. Under the Influence, Femi One featuring Yashinsky. Let's go.
Leo sina ganji soki leo na kibembeleza kama mtoto. ID Ferrari zimebaki kwa mbosho. Wezi jua niko nunge nikipost photo. Tunawasha kiwash nika tukoloto. Kodo moto inachoma koleta chesa. Niko kwa dance floor zimeshika nikicheza. Vile napewa macho kakipofu na mamande. Mule mbaba pale nitamupandisha pressure. Oops, under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda.
Wanajua Shinchila ndo kabisa. Vile mina tisha. Simu zina ring kila siku tuko biz na shingo zina blink. Naishi dream ya Shina kiwa young na mindo tuna dim. Usiulize kai gari na space. Kuna drink kuna haribu kieka chesa. To Mercedes from Kalesa. Utatesa haina pressure. Ikwe mwaka kushika mita USD. Ikwe mali unafikiria niko ya ukweli. Na rap vitu naona kwa vision ndo ujue mi. Nanzanga kanishona mwisho KJZ. Na kuomba permission si kwa free. Na wako na mission kwa kaa mimi. Na ndo manata hizo vitisho zao sisiki. Wanovwana kuna ingine kaa hii.
Oops, under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Nganya mpya kwa root iko na AC ndani. Donda mali safi yanaka freshi kiplani. Ketchup kwa macho tunaficha na miwani. Kuna maziwa na maji utanipata maskani. Chinchila na Femi One killer. Mjusi kafiri ni shadow kwa Godzilla. Makreti ziletwe na tukunywa tubebe. Matamblo usilete tunakunywa kwa pembe.
My nigga, rewind selector, Under the Influence. Femi One, Yashinsky, let's go.
Leo sina ganji soki leo na kibembeleza kama mtoto. ID Ferrari zimebaki kwa mbosho. Wezi jua niko nunge nikipost photo. Tunawasha kiwash nika tukoloto. Kodo moto inachoma koleta chesa. Niko kwa dance floor zimeshika nikicheza. Vile napewa macho kakipofu na mamande. Mule mbaba pale nitamupandisha pressure. Oops, under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda.
Wanajua Shinchila ndo kabisa. Vile mina tisha. Simu zina ring kila siku tuko biz na shingo zina blink. Naishi dream ya Shina kiwa young na mindo tuna dim. Usiulize kai gari na space. Kuna drink kuna haribu kieka chesa. To Mercedes from Kalesa. Utatesa haina pressure. Ikwe mwaka kushika mita USD. Ikwe mali unafikiria niko ya ukweli. Na rap vitu naona kwa vision ndo ujue mi. Nanzanga kanishona mwisho KJZ. Na kuomba permission si kwa free. Na wako na mission kwa kaa mimi. Na ndo manata hizo vitisho zao sisiki. Wanovwana kuna ingine kaa hii.
Oops, under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Under the influence. Mix sheng na kizungu ni too fluent. Kolabo ya Kapenga na Lumumba. Tuko mwiki kwa loko after party korunda. Nganya mpya kwa root iko na AC ndani. Donda mali safi yanaka freshi kiplani.
New Andrew Kibe and Wakadinali. It's called Graduation. So for the ones who will never graduate, this one's for you. It's called Graduation. Wakadinali's times Andrew Kibe. Graduation.
Zilla, makreti
Only 2,000. More than 2,000 is too much. Hata tulikuwa tumeweka so tatu nikaambiwa don't be ridiculous.
Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza.
If the product is clean, my lips go numb. I hope my team will meet demand. Sipping tequila nko pale Milan, usibonge na pigs, yo sare haram. Nakuja Uganda, can't wait to land. Hii ni benga, you can't wait to cram. Goshodona Diana, kuja kuhang, nikamshow ukikuja, we kuja ukiran. Sisi uchafua, na venye siwaga tumengara. Mpoa, hakuna chafo play hapa. We kuja kama umejidara. Naibonda itarudi kwa garage. Usibonge bauta jiembaras. Mutura, namara, purura kwa barabara. Hii ni Africa man, usitubebe V-lights. Tuli graduate kutoka kwa green, squeeze it napiga ma white.
Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. For sure. Wuzu is a tool of destruction. Duke of Islando. Friday man dem Q Ramptons. Isend, isiende. Nishari set Nandos najitreat mangos. Design da kukill Q fashion. Utasikia mungarepe wa sub juu story kani guap mulare hapo sawa. What baba, zile za kiajab. Vinya kigawanya hapo ngona re kwa kekawa. Dab step, kila step dab na adabu. Power nap juu ya net kama power tab. Piga gulp, graduated uko gulf. Na. Still I'm living my dream. Nataka benzo na bima. What you talking nani? Neza kubaya kwa benz na unazima. Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation.
Sani era di April na teta ngedea kuna tatomaje heta Sivela ndo livuta mleina kesi complicated ni tieni ombeta Savage ka 21 lijipata inda before graduation Mnabanja sana Mindo weta shikanishwa ka corridor lapset ka data litumwa hadi kwa casket mulikisha ka tungsten wako asai atageuzwa past tense teka shower rudi kwa market useonyesha demo wako kwa gang tuna fix matare Easter mina jeshi tunaifanyaga Christmas huku East tuna slang atutaki za free lunch kama bado mimi na we.
Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha, congratulations. Finally my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Big up my Buddha land of graduation. Mmemaliza.
It will only be 2,000 tickets. So when I put that up, please make sure you get yourself a ticket. You will put it to 2,000 because again we want a manageable crowd and we want people to have a good time. It has to be something organized.
Safe to say, Wakadinali and Ruki having an event in December, so stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, we got Wakadinali. Not sure the involvement completely, but this is Caterpillar's latest project playing on 254 Express. My name is Joker 254. It is Caterpillar Me Against Me, I believe is the name of the project. Please enjoy it. It's Caterpillar 254 Express, Joker 254. Listen, go.
Yeah. Sounds so nice, don't it? You know we had to, come up with something new, some knowledge. Street Chronicles, Hood Proverbs. Luigi got the size.
Listen, yo, it's logic over emotion. Street certified, kill them tag they vultures. Living in a city full of greed and vultures. Treacherous blocks and steamy tortoise. Cold world and the scenes